back to you in studio.
And yes, I know it has been an action-packed morning, and yes, the cyclists, they tried as much as possible to be able to impress, and yes, they have been able to impress. Having actually the ladies compete there in the category of Black Mamba, this tells you that people can compete, and yes, at the same time, they will be able to enjoy themselves. Say all this is happening simply because tomorrow we're going to have the second edition of the Lukenya University Marathon, and they're saying it will even get much better. Now, the mission is for them to plant 10 million trees. So that is why earlier you saw we were able to take part in the tree planting, and they're saying that a lot will be done. Planting 1 million trees every single year, that is something that actually should be very, very commendable, and that is why they are doing it. Now, let me talk to the person who's actually pushing and trying as much as possible to make sure that everything ticks, and that is everything in the local organization of this marathon, and that is none other than the man himself, Wesonga.
Yes.
Kwa watu wenye wakujui najua utajitambulisha. Jitambulisha and then tell us what exactly are we looking up and how ready are we for tomorrow?
Yes, I'm George Wasonga. I'm the chair of the local organizing committee. And tomorrow we expect an explosive day whereby prominent and well-known athletes will be battling in our marathon in the 42 kilometers, 21 kilometers, 10 and 5 kilometers. This is simply because we are running for a better cause, and this is about taking care of our mother nature by making sure that we plant as many trees as possible so that we can mitigate climate change. You can see when you came in, this place is very hot. And with more trees, this temperature will go down, and this place could turn into a bread basket of this country. Yes.
Wasonga, it's extremely hot. Global warming, I know, a very, very big issue across the globe. But why are we saying and why are we focusing and saying that as much as we are competing and we will have the marathon, then also planting the 10 million trees is a target that we've been able to put it out there?
Yes, we have such a huge target of planting 10 million trees in 10 years. And the main purpose is that even these athletes who are running, they need to do so in cool and healthy atmosphere. And what brings about that is by planting trees, because our trees absorb a lot of carbon dioxide from the air, and in return it will release, or the trees release oxygen, which is good for the athletes. Yes, and also it's going to be good for the general beauty of the place. You can see we did some trees last year, and the place looks wonderfully beautiful. Yes.
Wesonga, I know we're thinking about how important actually planting tree is and how important it is for sportsmen and women also to compete and do it in a very, very healthy way. In your assessment, I know in this region, we have had people say that at least we have talents, but those talents have not been given the opportunity to go all out there and be able to star. I know one person I will be speaking to is Patrick Macau, coming from this region, and he's shown the world that also from this region people can compete and they can also set and break the world records.
Actually, the other purpose of bringing this marathon down to Makueni was also to give the locals a chance to test the waters and see if they also have talent in athletics. And true to the word is that last year we saw some very young boys and girls who came and really showcased good talent in running, and we were able to discover a few. This time we are going to discover them, and what the university is now doing from September they will introduce a sports course. The sports course will be generally to introduce certificate levels, diploma up to degree for our athletes, so that such knowledge could help them later on after they are through with their running. And as they also run, that will also help them in managing themselves and making sure that no athlete will die a poor man at the end of his career. So we are very committed to that, and we are discovering talent. And the talents we discovered last year are on scholarship. They were given scholarships by our partners. Rentco gave one of the young girls a 4-year scholarship, full scholarship. And they said if she goes to the university, they'll also come in. And we are still calling on our partners to come in tomorrow with goodies. These goodies should act as a motivator to these young boys and girls, men and women who will be battling it out tomorrow. And importantly, we have good prize money. Yes.
Yeah, importantly, good prize money. So Wesonga is the chairman actually of the local organizing committee, and for him, he's actually putting it in black and white. I know I will be speaking with Macau in a few, but for him, he's saying they want to try as much as possible and support. And when you think about supporting, they also want to try as much as possible and make sure that at least they will also have a sports kind of a curriculum. And that one actually interests me a lot because I also know the sports journalists maybe will be able to benefit from that. I also know the National Olympics Committee are trying also to do something to impact and make sure that at least sports management and different sports activities in a curriculum and organized way will always be